Yo, 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 yo. It's your boy, the insurance junkie, your fiduciary fella, the all-star advisor, Alonzo Hall. And I've come to weapon tap on your head with some truth today. And you see it in the topic. Do good black women destroy good black men? And I think this is actually a very and very, very important topic for today. So we're going to talk about it. We're going to figure out if good black women destroy good black men. Now, I'm coming at this from an angle. Remind you, I'm married. So I've been out the game about 15 years. Right? Almost 15 years. We got together in 2008. Right? And I was a good black man back then, and my wife was a good black woman then, and she still is. She's an excellent black woman, an outstanding black woman. Damn it, I'd even go as far as to say she's a superwoman. And black men, that's part of the problem. What is that? Hey, babe. Okay, get out. I'm doing stuff. I'm talking about you. What is that? Um, she done came in to come kiss me and then surprised me and threw me off on talking shit about her. Don't worry, I'm gonna get back to talking shit about it. Um, but yeah, I'd say, my wife is a good woman, a great black woman. And I'd even go as far as to say she's an excellent black woman. And here's our problem, black men. We got these super women running around. My wife is like a goddamn superwoman. She works a full-time job. Full fucking time. And she comes and does her wifely duties. Right? We got as men, we got our high sex drives. So, I'd be like, babe, you got to bust it open. Well, she's down to bust it open for me when I need. Great black woman. But she also does all of the cooking in the house and pretty much all of the cleaning in the house. Um, and so when it comes to being a good black man to her, as far as her doing her wifely duties and me doing my husbandly duties, technically I'm failing, right? Kevin Samuels would call me an absolute failure as a husband. Why? Sir, you're not paying 100% of the bills. You're a failure. That's what Kevin Samuels would say. Right? That's what our Godfather would say in this manosphere space. Because, see, a lot of you dudes run around and you want this submission and you want that and you want the third and you want that superwoman. But you're absolute failures as men. What else do I mean by that? Well, what are you doing as a man to actually build your empire or create? So let's look at how this black woman is destroying the black man. Well, one way happens to be the fact that they do spoil us. See, y'all don't think that they spoil us, but they spoil us. Like I said, my wife does all of the cooking, all of the cleaning. Bro, we've been together 13 years. I haven't had to cook for myself in 13 years. I almost damn forgot how to cook because I haven't had to cook for myself in 13 years. See, she destroyed me. What do I mean she destroyed me? Well, now I've lost my independence. I'm dependent on her to cook and clean. If she don't cook and clean, it don't get done. But I'm walking around here like the man when I'm an absolute failure because I ain't paying all the bills. And I'm man enough to hold that L. I know I need to pay all the bills because that's what men do, right? According to Kevin Samuels, that's what we do. We pay all the bills. We hold it down if we expect to get this woman who's going to ruin us and do all the cooking and cleaning. Bro, like I said, I haven't had to step foot in the kitchen since 2008, since I got with this woman. See, now, she did do certain things, like many modern women. She go, well, I'll cook for you, but I'm not going to fix your plate. That's wife duties. Okay. I can see, the modern woman in her for that. But she made sure to cook. Well, what do I mean by that? See, y'all don't understand. Back on their very first date, I was here in Connecticut. She was in Brooklyn. I went to Brooklyn early that morning. Went to go see the movies. And then later that day, well, before we went to the movies, early in that day, I came to her house and she actually cooked for me. What did she cook? She cooked pasta, you know? According to Kevin Samuels' new number. That's a fact, according to Kevin Samuels, right? But according to Kevin Samuels, I'm supposed to pay all of them bills, right? That's what he says. Let's look at the men in this space. We're supposed to pay all the bills, right? Now, don't get me wrong. I do the manly stuff. She ain't never got to touch the trash. When it comes to the trash can be overflowing, stinking with flies on it. I tell a woman, don't you touch that trash. That's my job to take it out. You know? What's good, Grego? So I may drop the link for this and see what other brothers think. Because again, according to Kevin Samuels, we're supposed to be somewhere, man. We're supposed to be doing something. And I'm gonna like I said, I'm gonna take that L straight on the chin. Why? Because I have no choice but to. And we are definitely moving in a new wave. You see, I got my mans like the king over here, Ice Turner, who's in the Mac era. And y'all don't understand. When you macking, it ain't never no lacking, right? And when you macking, it ain't never no lacking. That means that you're on top of your game. And when you're on top of your game, you are always willing to take on any responsibility that is yours, right? Because, like, back in the day, Superfly and them, they took it all straight on. They took it on. Hard body. And a lot of these men are nanny boys now. They ain't taking it on hard body. A lot of these men ain't even ready to be ruined by a good black woman. Like I was. My good black woman destroyed the shit out of me. Terribly. Right? Because now, like I said, I can't go ahead and cook for myself no more. I don't know what it's like to be in the kitchen. I haven't stepped foot in the kitchen in 13 years. So I guess you could say she ruined me there. I'm getting ready for my morning walk this morning, y'all. I didn't even really want to go live like this, but I saw some shit and I seen some shifts in a lot of these black YouTube spaces. You see things like the Logic Sphere in Thai City going back and forth with Ramil Amir, and Ramil Amir is now doing a fucking live right now about the damn jab, even though, he was talking his shit about women or whatever. And then, you know, I don't know, this shit's crazy, y'all. These dudes are now, I guess becoming their own villains. And I've been doing some looking back into like my timelines of like fucking Facebook and stuff. And I've been talking the same shit I've been talking for years. And then I ran into this space and ran into whatever. But on some reality rap, guys, yeah, that black woman is going to destroy you. She's going to absolutely and utterly destroy you. And to be honest, you should want it. According to Kevin Samuels, we're supposed to pay all them bills. That's my new hashtag, ICE. You about to see me doing mad of that. Because according to Kevin Samuels, it's a lot of shit that these men ain't doing that we want, right? I already said, man, a lot of dudes live vicariously through Kevin Samuels. Shit. I already told the folks in the Mac era, I wasn't Mr. Jawline, Magnificent Confidence when I was in high school, right? So I was like a lot of the dudes that follow Kevin Samuels. I was the little fat kid, the nerd kid, the egghead, whatever you want to call it, right? I was the guy who wasn't getting the girl's attention, right? Till, ironically enough, I hit high school and started running the streets, right? Then I would get the girl's attention because I was hanging with the thugs, right? But them chicks, man, thank you, babe, lock the door. Them chicks, right? They they don't really give you your peace and serenity. Like right now, I just walked out the house with all the trash. What's my wife do? She leaves her home office and comes to lock the door for me. So I ain't got to stop and lock the door. I can just take out the garbage. Ruining me, right? Making my life easier. Making it so as a man, I don't have to struggle and suffer and fight, right? So that's that shit right there. We using that. But right, a lot of these dudes are living vicariously through Kevin Samuels. And they're going, well, damn, I couldn't get the baddest chick when I was in high school and I was awkward. So now that I'm older, now that I'm 35, 45, 55, and I got some money and everything, well, now I'm gonna watch Kevin Samuels and I'm get her, Kevin. She's gonna buy a dog and die alone. That's what we want. Buy a dog and die alone. Ha! Get her, Kevin. Get her. Nah, bro. That's really not. This is why you dudes at 55 are being ridiculed by men who are 30 years your junior. You're getting ridiculed by dudes who are 25. You're getting ridiculed by dudes who are 15. And the reason that I really went off was because I saw my fucking actual brother, who's 10 years younger than me, post some fresh and fit bullshit. And I almost lost my mind if my father was actually a slave. And I was like, bro, you were born with more game than these two niggas. Don't you dare watch these two bitch ass niggas who, you know, if you want to know their secret, they pay for the pussy and say they don't. Right? But the reality of the game is you ain't got to pay for it with money, but everything gets paid for. You either gonna pay for it with time, energy, and effort, or with money. I've done both. I've paid with time, energy, and effort, and I've also paid with money because I don't want to deal with that ish. Right? I've actually had women who back in Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying? And the shorty is my homegirl, we cool, but I paid her so that she didn't say nothing to the specific people who were in my life, right? After I did what we did with her, right? She'd be like, yo, da da da, yo, here's a couple dollars. Just when you see me in the street, you don't know me. Real rap, right? So this is definitely that topic. You know what I mean? And I really, I really think that we as men need to continue to be ruined. But while we are being ruined, we have to realize that we can't actually ruin our women. So we can't be blaming them for shit. We can't put them all in, you know, the category of, you know, Walmart Nisha or Lemonade Quisha or what have you. Just like we can't all be Glocktavius. You know what I mean? Turn on the cam real quick because hey, what the funk? Number 400, thank you. Ooh, salute from Germany. Let's see, we got the shop open today. None of the barbers are here yet. Who's here? Let me see. Are we locked up? Yeah, we locked up. No, somebody's here today. Let's see who's in the shop. Oh, Primo, what up, guys? All right. Oh, Ty, I didn't even know you was gonna be here today. Whoa. Okay. Okay. Wow. Yo, I'm live. So again, according to Kevin Samuels, we gotta take care of biz, right? So this is oh yeah, this is definitely the state of the community, and this is how we ruin ours, right? Matter of fact, let me ask my mans. So right now I'm talking about the topic, and my topic is this: the good black woman has destroyed the good black man. I'm gonna tell you why, right? My wife is a good black woman, and she's destroyed me, and I'll tell you why. I ain't had to step foot in the kitchen since 2008. I haven't had to clean since 2008, right? As a grown ass man, that's destructive, right? Because as a grown ass man, I need to still be able to do that shit myself. So, what do you think?
That's the truth. Because as a man, you should be able to clean the house. You should be able to cook when you need to. Because if not,
I ain't got you on camera. You good?
That's going to be detrimental to you because she's always cooking and when she's not around, then what are you going to do?
Facts. By the way, how was some potatoes yesterday? Yeah. So what ended up happening yesterday, wifey cooked breakfast and she took off and it was extra. And I was like, well, I'm not about to throw it out. So I brought it to my man's. And then I had to have him explain to his woman because he got a good black woman. She was like, wait, who bringing you food? I said, blame them and show them they raised this culture and take power from the single mothers controlling the black community. Yeah, man. That's the absolute truth. I'll be back, bro. I'm gonna and let you got it. You still got the pack? Damn, went through it, huh? That's all good. I'm about to go get me one right now. I'll be back. So, like I said, as men, we still have to. My wife deals with the domestic duties. I defend the homestead from the savages. Big facts, right? But in terms of that, according to Kevin Samuels, not only are you supposed to defend the homestead from the savages, because that is one of the things he says, and he says it to the women all the time. When things go bump in the night, you hear a noise. Do you expect to get up, or do you expect your husband to get up, or that man? Well, they expect the man to get up. Okay, cool. So, like I said, my wife warned me, she expects me to get up. Something happens, I better get up and go deal with that. That's my job, right? As the man, to protect and provide a lifestyle, right? So I need to protect my family and provide a lifestyle for my family. So according to Kevin Samuels, men, we supposed to pay all the bills. No ifs, ands, or buts. There's also a positive to that. What's the positive to that? Very similar to what Jason Black was saying about DaBaby. When DaBaby kicked Daniel A out of his house. Well, what happened? He was paying all of the bills. So because he was paying all of the bills, he had the position to actually kick that woman out of his house. And she couldn't say, well, I'm not going nowhere. My name is on da-da-da. Now, she tried to use the fact that, oh, well, you going to kick me and your baby out? No, I'm going to kick you out. My baby is staying here with me, right? He just didn't move fast enough to say that to her. But realistically, no, I'm kicking you out, miss. My baby's staying with me. And that's the reality of say, what's up, boss? That's the reality of the situation, right? So when we see that, you know, we see that he was being in his full masculinity, right? Now again, the reason that the good black woman destroyed the good black man because the good black man is expecting every black woman to be the good black woman. And unfortunately, there's a lack of that going on down here, right? We have a majority of less than stellar women. What up, OG? All right. Chilling, man. Let me see who's up in here. Oh, shit. That's, let me see. Uh, Hold on, y'all. What's up, bro? Chilling. I'm back, y'all. Sorry, I had to go handle some business right quick. So, yes, man, as things stand, man, we have to really, really, really figure out what that black woman is to us, right? And yeah, we have certain expectations. Oh, Shorty got a fatty. We have certain expectations, but as men, we can't expect certain shit unless we give off certain shit. And there's a reason why, we have a lot of these women who want to quote unquote divest and all that other bullshit. And I'll tell you personally, I don't quite blame them. And I'll tell you why. It's a black man who's a businessman, who's self employed, right? I don't work for nobody but me, right? I have my real estate license, so I can do real estate independently. I have my insurance licenses, so I can do insurance independently. I have my TP10, which is my preparer's tax identification number, so I can prepare taxes independently. And I'm a fucking salesman, so I can sell independently. But when I bring this attention to, like, when I go to East New York and I go to the bodega and all these fuck niggas are sitting out there telling me they got work, none of them actually will do what I do and work for themselves, right? Because when you working for the Pac-Man, you working for that Pac-Man. You're really not working for yourself. So let's look at how we've destroyed ourselves, black man, right? Not worried about what the women did, but what did we do to ourselves? What's going on, boss? Well, what we did to ourselves is shit like smoking cigarettes, which ain't good for our health. I was just in tears crying about Virgil Abloh, who died yesterday of a heart attack at 41, black man. And my black ass is sitting here having a cigarette right now, black man. How fucking retarded is that? And yeah, I'm talking to myself about this. And yeah, I'm still gonna have this cigarette. But just think about it. Doing little shit like this. Well, doing little shit like this, dying at 41 leaves me and my babies in the lurch, right? You think right now, this black woman who has to be Superman, she's paying part of the bills because according to Kevin Samuels, I'm a failure because I ain't paying all the bills. And that's the reality. And I agree. As a husband right now, I'm a failure. I'm not paying all the bills. 100%. That's an absolute must. You got to pay all the bills, man. And no, I don't even mean on some simp shit. Not like, oh, you have to pay all the bills. Nah, motherfucker. You the man, right? There's a title, especially the black men we like to have. Black men always like a yo king, right? Especially these hood booger dudes that ain't really got shit going for themselves. All y'all dudes want to, yo king, hey king, I'm king. Yeah, king, we kings, we came from kings. Oh. Well, you know what? As a king, heavy is the head that wears the crown. Right? As a king is actually a very, very busy motherfucker. The king ain't sitting around getting his nuts rubbed and fed grapes all day. You know what the king is doing? The king is dealing with his subjects as a benevolent ruler. What do I mean when I say that? Well, the king has to deal with people coming to him. Hey, king, my next door neighbor has is encroaching on my property line. I need to request an audience with the king. So if we want to be the king, realize, king, you're going to be busy as hell, king, dealing with stuff. But you guys really don't want to be king. You just want to be called king. You want to have that moniker. You want to have the fucking fairy tale of what a king is. You want to actually do the work that a king has to do. Like I said, a king being a benevolent ruler is a very busy person. A king has subjects. But y'all don't want subjects. Right? So what is it that y'all think the king really does? Right? And then we look at a chessboard, right? You don't think that all of the pawns and the bishops and the knights and even the queen, they move independently. Oh no. They move on accord of the king, which means that the king has to set the rules and the parameters. The king has to set the entire chessboard. The king has to set all those other pieces in place for his protection with his pawns, for his protection with his rooks, his knights, his bishops, and his queen is next to him. Right? And so I think what's happened is the good black woman has ruined the good black man because they've catered and pandered to us too much. Right? I watch content creators who are millionaires. And these millionaires, what do they say? Man has to go through some stuff. A man has to struggle. We don't need to let our women do that. I'm tired of seeing this struggle of bull. I'm tired of seeing guys crying with illegitimate arguments. If you have a legitimate, don't get me wrong, I'm not absolving anyone for anything, but what I'm doing is I'm putting the pressure on those kings, right? Because at the end of the day, if we're kings, right, if we're on the chessboard, the pressure's on the king. And since we all want to call ourselves kings, let's act like it. So as a king, you got another king who's trying to destroy you. Why are you yelling at your queen? You're not watching the chessboard, and the other king's army is decimating you. Again, I've been destroyed by my good black woman because she don't let me in her kitchen. Well, not that she don't let me, but she every day gets up, goes to work, but make sure I've eaten. Babe, you want breakfast? What you want for breakfast? Some bacon and eggs? Whatever. Some home fries? Whatever. Chops it up, cooks it. Shh. Like I said, man, I haven't stepped in the kitchen. Yo, what's up, Black Beauty? I haven't stepped in the kitchen since like 2008. Why? Because I got ruined by a good black woman. Why? Because she spoiled the shit out of me. And now I'm failing her. Absolutely failing. 1000% unequivocally, according to Kevin Samuels and according to me, as a husband, failure. I'm not paying 100% of the bills. As a failure. I want to be a king, got to pay all the bills. All the way from Nigeria, baby. You see it. And we got another good black woman up here, A Black Beauty. She was on the Lead Attorney show, man. Y'all dudes was grilling her and all this. Y'all was looking at another lady who was kowtowing and, Stepford wiving. I don't want you to be a straight up Stepford wife. That's another thing. As kings, you have to understand that your queen is not there to be a subject. No, she is not your equal, but she definitely needs to she's there, she's your main advisor. Right? You got advisory boards and all that because the king got his people in place to do this, but your main advisor should be your queen. Right? And it should be you and her against the entire world. She's not there to be a doormat. She's there to be a booster. She's there to help you achieve your greatness. The men in the U.S. are struggling to take care of themselves, so naturally they are unable to support a woman. That's very true. Many men in the USA are unable to take care of themselves. Man, I'm gonna keep it all the way 1,000. Back when I was in Brooklyn doing real estate, I used to live over on Eastern Parkway, and there used to be a couple dudes who was moving big weight, right? I used to buy from them. I used to buy like $100 a week worth of weed from this dude. And then there was dudes who was selling cocaine too, moving big weight. But then they come to me, yo, Alonzo, I'm trying to find a an apartment. Oh, all right, cool. Here, at the time it was a Caldwell Banker. So I just sent them a link. Here, fill out this link. $50 for the background check. $50 for the credit check. Oh, credit? I'm trying to fix my credit. What? Okay, well, if you're getting your credit fixed and you're looking for a roof over your head, then that's what the fuck you're getting the credit for, you stupid motherfucker. Or are you getting credit so that you can get your Macy's card on your revolving credit and go waste money on fucking Louis Vuitton belts, you asshole? Oh, you're getting credit so you can waste money on Louis Vuitton belts and impress high school girls. So that you can impress high school girls and say, hey, I'm 27. I drive this Benz that has 300,000 miles on it. So it's actually a Yugo. And I have, I have a Michael Kors belt. Yeah, girl, I got money. You see this Michael Kors belt. By the way, the coat I'm wearing, you probably don't know, but it's Marc Jacobs. I'm just not a fucking walking logo. Like you fuck niggas who want to be a fucking walking logo. And are definitely probably further failures than myself. A lot of these niggas are hobosexuals. What is a hobosexual? That's a dude begging different women for a place to sleep at night. Trust me, I'm one of them dudes who can lay the pipe on the chick and get her to give me her kids juice and fruit snacks. I've been there, done that. Right? It's a bunch of men who can lay the pipe on a woman and get her to give you the juice and fruit snacks of her kids. Ask me how I know. I've done it before. Right? This is real rap, man. I've done it before. Right? I had a chick in Georgia who would call me. This was before Uber. She would call me a cab from my job, and I got all to work at 1 o'clock in the morning from Walmart unloading trucks. She would make sure to get me a cab to come to her house to sleep with her. Then in the morning, she would get me a cab, and we'd both take the cab to the Waffle House. We'd eat breakfast. She'd pay for it. And then she would take a cab from the Waffle House to the Walmart that we both worked at. I would walk home from the Walmart. She'd be mad about it, but I'd be like, look, you don't control me. You've done paid for enough. I'll pay you back later. Then later that night, after I got off of work, whoop, back to her house. So trust me, I understand the power that we hold. Men talk about the power of the PU. We need to talk about power of the PE, right? NIS, because we got it. But even with that power, man, with great power comes great responsibility. If we're not being responsible, we're there doing shit like spreading our seed, making these women crazy, and wondering why. They're emotional beings, bro. When we take a shorty to Pound Town, she falls for us in multiple ways. She's mentally thinking, okay, how do I submit to this guy? How do I do this for this guy? You don't think these women are thinking of how to submit to you all the time? Yeah, they might put up that front like, I ain't submitting to no man. There was a girl who worked with my wife years ago. And she has a, yeah, I saw the Daniel A-ish. And trust me, she was looking for a way to submit. He was like, BL. She said, no, what you mean I'm not your girl? She was flipping out. And Jason Black said it best. It wasn't because the sex was good or nothing, but we live in a hypergamous society. And Da Baby has a very strong status, right? Danielle, yeah, she has her little music career. Da Baby has his little rap career, but he's taking off places. He's got commercials and shit. He's got status, right? He can actually run around and talk like king because he could put her out the house because he paid for everything. All that shit is his. So he can really be like Gucci Man and say, I miss one, next 15, another one's coming. Right? And ladies, I got something for y'all through this insurance shit, man. Get you a sugar daddy. Get him to get a big insurance policy. Remember, fellas, ladies like dudes with big insurance policies. My other video showed y'all Waka Flocka Flame talking about the infinite banking concept. Waka Flocka Flame said, yeah, I'm going to get me an insurance, put $2-3 million in it, and just keep recycling and keep getting the money back. I ain't never going to go broke, but y'all niggas don't even want to look at life insurance. Y'all niggas want to look at fucking crypto. He said, damn, I'm dusty. I need to turn up my pookie. Yeah, man. Listen, man. We all got a little dust on us, right? Don't get me wrong. Like I said, man, I ain't paying all the bills. That's some dusty nigga shit. Yeah, you see I'm outside of my barbershop, the All-Star lineup, a.k.a. the All-Star Advisor. You see it. You know, hold on. There you go, All-Star lineup. This is my location in New Haven, and I got the second location in West Haven, 450 Forest Road, right? So, yeah, man, you know, All-Star lineup barbershop with your All-Star Advisor Alonzo Hall. You know, but you know, I look at it and our women are being super women, and that's how they're destroying us, right? And I don't really mean that they're destroying us, but we are spoiled, right? Even from our mothers, we get coddled very heavily, right? And that's a lot to do with the fear of us losing our life and stuff, right? Okay. But as men, that's what we do, right? We actually go out there and we take those risks, right? That's why, especially in the Black community, there are so many college educated women and less college educated or degree holding men, because college is a safe bet, right? So the women want to take the safe and secure route. Well, men, we are more hunters. So it's natural for us to get up, get out, and get something, and get up and get out and go do our own thing. Want to work for ourselves, not want to have a quote unquote boss. Even though we all do, even when you're self employed, like me. You know who my boss is? All my clients. Each one of my clients is my boss. So that's where that king ish comes into play again, right? In terms of us being the HNIC, yeah, that head's gonna be heavy wearing that crown. But the destruction of us is coming from us, men. And we can't use the excuse of being coddled or anything. Because here's the bottom line. At the end of the day, other men are looking at us, right? Like I said, on that chessboard, you got two things. You've got one side and the other side. And I'm sitting here arguing with my queen. Hey, you're not submissive enough. You're not. Da, 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 da. Meanwhile, I don't notice the battlefield, right? All my pawns and bishops and rooks and knights have been taken out. So I'm still arguing with my queen. The other king is like, this stupid motherfucker. All right, I'm gonna just go decimate all your land, take all your possessions, and now we turn around and wonder, well, why is our queen going, you ain't got shit, you ain't built shit, you ain't doing shit? Because we've been too busy arguing with her to realize that our shit's getting demolished and taken. It's cold out here. I gotta go inside. Right? So we're not noticing that our shit's being demolished and taken from us because we're busy trying to argue with our queens. Meanwhile, like I said, my queen, my black woman, she destroyed me because now I can't go in my kitchen and cook. Not that I can't, but I almost damn near forgot how to cook because I haven't had to in over a decade, right? Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Yeah, we wasting time on on elevator, so I might fade out, but I'll be back. But yeah, we're wasting time arguing back and forth, bickering back and forth when these other motherfuckers are like, all right, bicker back and forth. Go ahead, argue with your queen, sir. I'm just gonna go ahead and decimate your land, take your resources, and make the rules. And then we sit here and we cry about things like Black Lives Matter. Why are they doing this, that, and the third in the law? And then we turn around and yell at our women as opposed to coming together, creating a society, and controlling that society. We do that, we ain't got nothing to worry about. But until that point, we're sitting here on these petty arguments, arguing with our women. And that ain't good. Babe, you on the phone? Oh, okay. So it's just really weird, you know. Oh, I don't want a fat chick. And she don't want to do with a little dick. So, you know, she don't want a two pump chump, right? Because dudes love to talk about our sexual prowess. Oh man, I'm the man, man. I need so many. I need two chicks. I need three chicks. Bro, you can't satisfy the one chick you have. Why are you gonna disappoint two others by being hypersexualized and lasting 2 minutes in the sack? Most of us ain't porn stars, bro. Most of us can't do that marathon, right? I'm 37 now. Back in my 20s, I used to be able to pound town a chick all night. Shit, I remember I had this one Jamaican chick who was older than me, came over my house. I smashed her from like that whole night, 6 o'clock in the morning, took her home and went to work. He said, speak for yourself. Listen, like I said, most of us ain't trying to deal with that. And to be honest, most of us ain't even trying to deal with multiple women on the level of women be headaches a lot of the time, man. And I don't mean in terms of old attitude, what have you, this, that, and the third. I'm getting back in my bed, man. I'm about to lay in this fucking $15,000 king size I got because why the fuck not? Right here, I'll show y'all my bed. You know, a little poor, a little rich. I guess you could call me hood rich. But according to Kevin Samuels and according to me, that ain't enough. Hood rich ain't shit. I want to be rich, rich. I want to be wealthy, right? And rich is what we see a lot of folks running around doing today, buying Balenciagas and blah, blah, blah. Wealthy is buying Balenciagas for your kids, and knowing that their kids are still going to have money too, and that they can live the lifestyle that you're living. That's wealth. Everybody else is looking for riches. But hold on real quick. Have me a sip of water. It's 11:30. Okay. I actually have a training event to go through to at 12 because as your all-star advisor and a financial advisor, I like to stay up on the latest trends and do different training and stuff. Water, folks, especially black men. Make sure y'all stay hydrated, man. Like I said, man, stop ruining ourselves. And yet, a good black woman did destroy the black man in terms of she set our expectations, right? So our expectations are very high of what we expect from a woman. We also have to have our expectations high for what we expect from ourselves. And according to Kevin Samuels, American men, we're big time family. Remember, less than 10% of the people in America make six figures. And six figures can be anywhere from 100,000 to $900,999 a year. That's a large gap. I've sat with men from the black manosphere who make $100,000 on paper. Shit, I did 115 myself last year. But making $100,000, especially in America, ain't shit. And a lot of these dudes think once they make $100,000, well, shit, I make 100 grand. First of all, if you contribute to your retirement, and you really can't contribute to your retirement until you make 100 grand, because you need to max out your retirement for it to mean anything. So until you make at least 100 grand, you can't even max out your retirement. Last year it was 19,500. This year it's 20,500. That's the maximum that you can contribute to your 401k. How many of the men that I've sat down with do you think have actually contributed the 19th year? My alarm is going off. How many of the men do you think that I've sat down with who make 100 grand are contributing 19,500 to their retirement? Most of these men that I've sat down with don't have $20,000 liquid in savings. They may have it in a money market account, which is kind of stupid because even though a money market account is fairly liquid, salute, perfect. Even though a money market account is fairly liquid, it's not growing at any rate. And inflation is past 3% now. It's at like 6%. But this is math. Last year, the year 2020, if you put $100,000 in the bank and leave it sitting there for 10 years, by 2030, that $100,000, it will still look like $100,000 in your bank account balance, but the spending power of that $100,000 at a 3% annual inflation across 10 years is cut in half. Good in, good out, bad in, bad out. Boom. Right? And I want to salute to Perfect because I know Perfect is definitely dealing with this because he's tired of a bunch of dudes crying and he's not even worried about himself, right? He's in his 40s. But he said, yeah, I've got sons who are in their 20s and nieces and, and nephews who are in their teens and 20s. And I don't want them hearing this faulty shit. I don't want them learning from some of you dudes because some of you dudes are lame, right? He don't want his sons learning from some of y'all dudes because some of y'all dudes are going to lead his son down a path of destruction, down a path of bullshit that they don't need to be. So he don't want his sons listening to a lot of these guys because his sons need something that will point them in the direction to become an ultimate man or to become the best versions of themselves. He don't want to hear dudes defeated. Oh, Keisha won't give me no play. I thought she would give me some play since high school. Black love equals black money, right? Actual factual, right? Now, don't get me wrong. Some of these dudes' cries are valid. But guess what? As a man, and we all know it, as a man, nobody cares. Work harder. As a woman, you're always going to get sympathy. Why is that? Because men want to put their penises in women. Let's keep it a fucking thousand. So there's always going to be a man who's willing to do something for that woman. I'll give you an example. I have a family member who got with a woman, and when he got with her, she had custody of 3 of her kids. He said, crying about it doesn't help. Take lessons and improve. Big facts. I had a family member who got with this woman. And when he got with her, she had custody of three of her children. Then he moved in, and he had three children of his own, but he didn't have custody of them. She moved in with him and her three children. Long story short, she had a total of 8 kids. They ended up moving into the apartment. One of the kids of hers was a male. He was 21 and he was trying to do things like his mother. You see, when his mother would get with my homeboy, she didn't work. She wasn't on welfare, nothing. But here's the deal. What could she do for my homeboy that another dude wouldn't, shouldn't, or couldn't? Well, whenever he came home from work, she, yes, 8, bro. She would if they got into a disagreement, let me suck your dick. All right. you know, she takes him to that happy place, right? Well, her son, he thought he could do the same thing. He had a woman, he got her pregnant, this, that, and the third. I was like, bro, um, you need to go get you a job, and you don't even have a high school diploma. You better go get your GED. I said, your mother, she can get away with that. You can't. I'm like, nah, son, I got this, man. I'm laying it down on old girl. Right. That lasts for about 3 months, bro. See, women, you can knock the dust off of the punani all you want. 3 months. You got 3 to 6 months with good dick to get a free ride. Right? Like I said, I was able to be a homosexual. I was knocking the dust off of them pussies. And I was getting the fruit snacks of her kids and the juice from her kids. No, don't touch that. That's Lonzo's juice. Mommy, I want some juice. No, that's Lonzo's juice. Lonzo ain't even gonna be at your house for the next 3 days. Let that kid drink that juice. Right? Not even that long. Eh. And this is coming from a black woman. She said, not even that long. 6 months you ain't got. You probably got a month with the good dick. Shit. I experienced it from my mother having guys who were homosexuals come through. Yeah, you have an absolute maximum of 3 months with good peen to just sit on your ass. After that, old girl gonna be like, bro, fuck is you doing? Go do something. I need a man, not another child. Right? Eating all the snacks and drinking all the Capri. Yo, that was me, bro. A dead ass. Yo, where the fruit snacks? Give me that Mott's juice. Then I'll be making requests for specific. Now I want the Tropicana this, and don't let your kids touch my juice. I used to say shit like that. Don't let your kids touch my juice. And that good dick would allow that to happen. But then after a while, she'd be like, did you pay for this juice? No. Did you pay for these fruit snacks? No. Did you pay for these lights? No. Did you pay for this heat? No. Did you pay for this cable? No. Did you pay for this internet for this Xbox? No. Damn. What the fuck? And it's not like you've been in my back out astronomically. I mean, yeah, I might bust a nut or two, but damn, nigga, it's not like I can't get daddy dick from elsewhere. They used to tell me I had daddy dick. It ain't like I can't get daddy dick from elsewhere. It might take me a while to find it. And then what they would do is they would go get somebody who didn't have daddy dick and call me up for daddy dick. But then when you have a dude and you're going serving daddy dick, now you can't get all the perks you want. Cause now I can't lay up in there. I can't homosexual and lay up in there for the day. Cause nah, bro, you got to knock it out and leave. Cause my man's coming home. So now all I can do is so now all I am is a call for daddy dick. Well, I need some benefits. You ain't getting this dick if you ain't got something to give me. Well, bro, go sleep on the street. See how that daddy dick feel the concrete. Right? Yeah, I know, bro. This is real life. So, like I said, man, right? let's realize that you can have daddy dick, but you still got to pay all the bills. It feels good too, man, paying all the bills. It just feels good as a man, right? Because then can't nobody say anything to you. He said, good game. You know what I mean? And like I said, man, it's a, heavy is the head that wears the crown, and with great power comes great responsibility, like Spider Man. And we have the responsibility to not only ourselves but our future generations, right? Because when I saw my brother following Fresh and Fit, I was like, holy fuck, nah. When he posted that shit to me, yeah, man, these dudes, and I was like, bro, I'm about to have to kill you. You can't follow these dudes. I watch them for entertainment, but you can't follow these dudes. Exactly. You control the narrative when you're paying all the bills. What do I mean when I say that? Right? Well, let me break something down to you because according to Kevin Samuels, I am an absolute failure as a husband. And I agree. 1000% agree because I ain't paying all the bills consistently. When I do get those good commission checks, I definitely pay all the bills. And it's funny because like for example, she pays our cell phone bill, right? Which our cell phone bill be getting, it be getting high. It's like $300 a month or whatever, because I got the Samsung Ultra Super whatever. She's got the Samsung 21. We both got the smart watches, and then I put my mother on our phone plan too, and I pay for my mother's cell phone. Um, and she has one of the latest phones as well. And when I go to the store, like when I go to upgrade or get some new gear, like I gotta go buy new headphones because I just lost one of the earbuds, but I still got the other one, and I just can't see paying $200 for basically another earbud. It's just crazy. So I went to the store and the bill was like $400 or $500. So I said, "All right, give me this." Actually, I went and bought this watch, which was like $300, and I said, "Pay the bill." Boom. Then my wife got the text because the phone is under her name. Your bill's been paid. She calls me, "Hey, what happened to the phone bill?" "Oh, I paid it." "Oh, okay." Then when I got my next big commission check last month, I just went, here's the rent. Here's the cable bill. Here's the electric. Here's that. She ain't know shit about it, right? Because we split the rent and all that. Our rent is $2,300 a month. Pay it. Boom. Now, as it stands, I have $0 left over to do frivolous shit I want. So now that I'm out with the homies, I'm like, yo, bro, and this has been most of my life. Dude's always like, how come you're always asking for stuff? Because my fucking bills are paid. See, I'm not y'all niggas who gonna sit there and floss. Yeah, nigga, I got the latest weed, the latest drink. We could all go out and club, and then my fucking rent ain't paid, and I'm living in that Benz. Nah, I'd rather be like, damn, every time we come around this nigga Zoe, he ain't got no money. But somehow he's never asking for a place to stay. He's never asking for food to eat unless, we going out together. He might ask to partake in our liquor or our weed or our cigarettes. But that's frivolous bullshit. I had the privilege of bringing some of the homies to the crib, and they had never been to my house, and they came in and they were like, whoa, nigga, you live like a king. Damn, son. How come every time we see you outside, none of this? I said, I don't really need to floss for y'all. I got my woman at home. I'll put on the suit and tie when I'm going to a client, but pretty much I wear the same pair of black jeans every day, same pair of blue jeans every day, and a white t-shirt or a black t-shirt every day. You know? But anyway, y'all, listen, I got 10 minutes to get to this next meeting. So I'm going to go ahead and end this. I was gonna go ahead and post the link. I think what I'm gonna do a part two to this. Drop the link because I need my mans and them to come up because I want to see y'all thoughts, opinions, and feelings. Do y'all think that the black woman has destroyed the good black woman has destroyed the good black man in terms of coddling us and spoiling us and making us expect certain things? But then maybe the good black man has been destroyed by the bad or the subpar black man. I don't want to call him a Pookie and Ray Ray because I came from that life. Right now, if you're 40 and you're still running around doing that shit, yeah, you're a Pookie and Ray Ray. But if you're 14 to 25 running around doing that shit, that's boys will be boys. Because as young men, we have to have our testosterone and sow our royal oats. And, you know, there's a term called having your balls drop. We're trying to figure out manhood and masculinity from 14 to 25. Honestly, you got about 7 years from 14 to 22. After that, you should start being on your grown man ish. But at 22 to 25, you're still able to be a child and you're considered a child. But then as we start to get older, we got to realize some shit. Virgil Abloh of Off-White fame died at 41 from cancer. Black men, we gotta get right and exact. We gotta heal ourselves. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you hit that like, drop a comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're made aware every time I release new content. And as always, share, share, share. Lastly, to contribute to channel growth, you can donate. To schedule a one-on-one appointment with a licensed financial professional, and to purchase life insurance directly up to $1 million with no medical exam and an instant decision. The links are in the description. Oh, Perfect Imperfection Studio. Hey yo, put your put your shit in the chat, man. Y'all go follow my man. This is my brother. Right? I would say brother-in-law, but fuck that. This is my brother. And this dude, we're gonna do another one because he recently got shot. You know, niggas get shot every day, B. Right? But he did the first interview asking me my why. And my sales manager the other day asked me, why am I so passionate about, he was like, you should probably target single black women, bro. If you're going to target the black community, you should target single mothers. And my mother was like, yeah, forget about the men, target the mothers. Your story will pull at the heartstring of mothers. Your story will, look, with so many mothers will be like, damn, your mother witnessed you getting shot? Yeah, let me come see you about this insurance. Here's the reason I'm coming after you, black man. And a bunch of black men have been bullshitting me. Oh, I got to get with you, so I'm going to get with you. Blah, 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 blah. Don't apologize to me. Apologize to yourself and your family for not setting up the legacy that you say you want. Because you said, I want to leave this, that, and the third, and come hell or high water. I'm going to do shit for my family, but I'm 41 years old. Oh, shit, I just died. I spent all my time bullshitting, telling Alonzo, I'm going to come see you. I got to get my money right. Your money was right enough to go get a fucking PlayStation. Your money was right enough to go get that new Hermes belt. Your money was right enough to go, you know, get a pound of weed. Your money was right enough to go get 4 new bottles of liquor. Your money was right enough to go get the car washed. Your money was right enough to go spend on, you know, this nigga's latest album. Your money was right enough to super chat the Roger Report. Your money was right enough to super chat the niggas that you follow online at $50 a pop. You just don't want to actually do what's right. Like I said, man, watch my last video where I post about motherfucking Waka Flocka talking about getting life insurance. Father power. Yeah, perfect. I gotta kind of let it, rock. My man's even told me, he was like, yo, on some real shit, Don't be nice to niggas. You got to yell at us and tell us how we fucking up because sometimes we need that. And you telling us that will make us get our shit together. He says sometimes we don't want to hear the positive. We want to hear the negative because we need a nigga like you to tell us, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you niggas? So we go ahead and realize what the fuck is wrong with us and we get our shit right. So if I got to be that nigga to be like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Don't think I won't. So follow my man Perfect Imperfection Studios, the Chronicle Mac. We got the round table with the fellas coming. I'm a part of that. You're gonna see that. That's gonna be Sweater King Mac and the Blue Blazer. 5.0, 5.0, 5.0. Now you know, now you know, now you know. 5.0, 5.0, 5.0. Let's go. Right? So we got that father power in the building, right? Because like I said, my man Perfect, he's a father and he don't want his sons to have to deal with you niggas fuck shit. He wants his sons to have to deal with a man who's willing to take that L and wear it and say, you know what? I took that L. I'm not going to cry about it. What am I going to do? I'm going to move forward. I'm going to control the narrative. I'm going to do what the fuck I got to do so that I can be the apex man that I am. So make sure y'all follow Perfect Imperfection Studios. He's got some stuff coming for y'all. Like I said, he did my first interview of explaining my why. And my why is because of getting shot 5 times and realizing, damn, as brothers out here who going through this shit, man, we gotta really get our shit right. Damn, I just got this next reminder. I still got another 10 minutes before my training session. But man, and that shit is just it's real, yo. So if I gotta be the nigga that yells at y'all niggas and makes y'all niggas upset and points the finger, I'm gonna point my finger like that so it ain't 3 more pointing back at me. But when I point that hand at y'all, just know I'm talking to myself too. I got some shit I gotta fix. Nobody's perfect. That's why it's perfect imperfection and perfect timing, right? We got the perfect duo up here, man. Y'all might need to link up, right? And we go ahead and we be the apex men that we need to be, right? We got the women watching, and we talk about like concubines and stuff, and I'll be honest, like when I got married, all my groomsmen, I had 4 groomsmen, we had 8 bridesmaids, right? Why did I have 8 bridesmaids and 4 groomsmen? Because there's 2 girls to every 1 guy, right? So when I do go and find my second wife, yeah, I'll run it past my wife because second wife don't get to join the team unless first wife says it's okay. But there's a lot of vetting that needs to be done. And I'm not in a position right now where I can handle second wife. You know? Um the second wife, like I gotta be paying all of the bills consistently. Not just this month and then last month and then for the 3 months before that, but all year, every year. Her money needs to be for our retirement and for our fun. If you look at my Facebook, you'll see when I first got it, back in 2009, we was doing shit like going to Atlantic City at the Trump Towers and shit. I've always made sure that we have a lifestyle. But second wife has to enjoy that lifestyle too. And obviously I'm in the house with my wife, so this ain't some shit I'm hiding. Right? But there men, you realize that the women are willing to share us. They may say, I'm not willing to share my man. But then why is she maybe mama number 17? Because she's sharing you. And, we complain about the Pookie and Rice shit. All right, let me get ready. Yeah, Gray, go ahead, take them notes, man. I'm not like a lot of these other dudes. Like, I am about what the fuck I say I'm about. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. What's good? Okay. You know? And so we all can benefit from a positive woman. But realize that we shouldn't be making our women be superwoman. We need to be super duper man, right? Even when it comes to, if you look at the comic books, Wonder Woman, and then there's Supergirl and Power Girl. Wonder Woman is an Amazon. She actually got with Batman. Why? Because Batman was that nigga. He was paying all the bills and he could whoop some ass. He's just a man, right? Well, you have Power Girl. I'm still live, babe. Yeah, I'm not on Wi-Fi. Go ahead. No, go ahead and reset the modem. Yeah, I know. So, where was I? Um, so the the reality of this situation, man, is we have to we have to be the best versions of ourselves or strive to be. And the only way to do that is we can't cry about the women. It's good to have a healthy cry. Don't get me wrong. It's good to have an emotion set out, but every single day we can't go through the same thing because if we do, that means that those other guys are looking at us and they're like, "Fuck it, let's have another Thanksgiving, which is Rape and Pillage Indigenous Peoples Day." Just like the Thanksgiving turkey is not a tradition of the Indians and the Pilgrims, the Thanksgiving turkey is the tradition of Benjamin Franklin. That's how he snuck in the national bird of America because of the bravery and how fucking savage turkeys actually are in the wild. Ben Franklin wanted the turkey to be the national bird, not the bald eagle. So how did he slip that in? Hey, every year on the Thanksgiving, we're gonna have a turkey. You think it was easy for them motherfuckers to catch a turkey back then? Nah. That's why we have turkey today. So let's talk turkey. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you hit that like, drop a comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're made aware every time I release new content. And as always, share, share, share. Lastly, to contribute to channel growth, you can donate. You can schedule a one-on-one appointment with a licensed financial professional, and you can purchase life insurance directly up to $1 million with an instant decision and no medical exam. The link is in the description. So now that I've got 5 minutes to prepare, I'm going to get ready to go to my next training course. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, wipe ass, work in progress every day and see success, wipe ass, work in progress every day and see success, wipe ass, work in progress every day and see success. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, when people challenge you, they don't challenge you to challenge you, but they challenge you to challenge you. Accept the challenge. Salute.